Hey guys, welcome to Tire Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the LEGO Avengers Iron Man Mech. So really cool, really blessed to pick this up today. And it's pretty neat. We got some nice artwork here of Iron Man in the mech, and I really like this on the packaging. It's kind of like a rainy, misty night, whatever, on a dock side. So the Iron Man that's included here is based on Iron Man's suit from the new Avengers video game coming out in September. Originally, I think it was supposed to come out in May or whatever, but they ended up pushing it back to September. That's why we got the toys for it early. But it's based on the video game, but I actually believe the suit itself, like the mech, isn't based on the video game, just they released the video game inspired figure. And LEGO has done that in a couple sets before. We got the Avengers symbol there. It's not a recent thing, but they have done it in the past. And then we got this awesome artwork of Iron Man staying outside the mech, and again during the rain. I really like this packaging. I'm gonna be honest, I might keep this box. I typically don't, but I think it's kind of cool. On this side we have comic versions of Hulk, Captain Marvel, Captain America, and Iron Man. And again, this suit, the one that he's wearing in the set, is from the video game, but the artwork is from the comics. So yeah, let's open this up. So here we have the mech and Iron Man fully constructed. And that was the box falling and hitting me in the head. But here we have the Iron Man helmet, and I have to say I really like it. So what they've done here is they've used the comic book head. There's two Iron Man heads on LEGO. There's the standard MCU, which has been used for pretty much every single Iron Man ever. It opens up, it has the fold-up helmet, and a lot of people prefer that one. Personally, I prefer this one just because it kind of looks more like Iron Man's helmet from the comics. So if it's a non-MCU Iron Man, I prefer it to have this sculpt, but if it's an MCU Iron Man, I definitely prefer it to have the lift-up head, just because that's more accurate to what we see in the MCU. And I do think this sculpt fits well to this helmet. You can see the eyes painted nicely there. You got the lines, you got the black, and the silver looks very good. And you can see the mold details on the sides. And yeah, then you have the armor. I really like the little arc reactor, and the little gold and silver bits look good too. And he's got dual printed legs. I think that's what it's called. Maybe not. Okay, I might be wrong there. But he does have printed legs, so that's really cool. And then on the back print, they got some nice back printing there too. And he does include these power blasts, which are pretty neat. And the way these work is it's fairly simple. You just kind of boom, it shoots off, and my hand completely blocked it. But you just kind of raise that hand up, and then boom, it shoots off. Personally, I don't like Power Blast as actual weapons, but I do like them as accessories because I think it looks pretty cool, like as a blast effect. I think they're pretty cool in that aspect. And with the helmet, you get the en masse Tony Stark head with the little computer modular looking like he's inside of his helmet. I think that's pretty cool. I remember when this head first came out, they were only releasing it in like the big sets, and then they kind of started making it in all the sets. And I think that's cool because it's definitely really neat looking. And then on the side, you have a standard Tony Stark look. Now, this is based on the MCU. This is the MCU head, but this is the character from the video game. So just to make things a little confusing there. Here we have the mech itself, and it's pretty cool. So the arc reactor thing here is printed, and I do like how they did the piece. Like you have a little bit of gold here, kind of like give it that Iron Man look, gold and red. The build for this, it's pretty simple, but I think it's pretty fun. These are sticker pieces at the feet and then also on the shoulders there, but I don't really mind it. They're just a little aggravating to put on sometimes. I also really like the range of movement this thing has. As you can see, it's got a lot of these little ball hinges on it, so you get a lot of movement. You can see I got the knee bent all the way there. I got the hands, got a kind of like okay pose back there. You got a lot of good poses on this, and I really like that. I like the posability, and you know, a lot of times with these smaller mechs, they don't have a lot of articulation on them, so I do like that they include this. And you also have this back here, which is pretty cool. It's a launcher, and you can just kind of pull this back, and it does articulate, which I like. It very much reminds me of War Machine a little bit. And then you just kind of like press this and it's lost, never to be seen again. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And one thing I really like is you don't have to reload these. You can kind of put them, well, you do eventually, but you can kind of put them all in there at once, and you can just like rapid fire. I think that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of times the power effects, or not the power effects, but like the shooting things are cool, but I really do like how this has like reload options. I think that's kind of neat, how you can just kind of like do it all at once. I think that's kind of cool. So overall, I think this mech is pretty great. It's $9.99. You get a really nice detailed version of Iron Man from the new video game, and you're getting a mech which really isn't that bad of a build. It's probably not something, that he's going to use in the video game, but I think it's cool regardless. Lastly, here we have a comparison with the comic book Iron Man. Now, this is the figure I was talking about at the start of this video, the one they initially used this headpiece for, and I think it looks better for like the more animated or just non-MCU Iron Mans because it kind of looks molded more like an Iron Man helmet. And then we have a comparison here with the in-game Iron Man. So as you can see, the differences in the helmet, but I think it's pretty cool. I like it. And again, like this just looks more movie styled. So I like that they used a different head. And yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.